Tymika with a Y, coming to you from the hottest and newest podcast, the Tymika with a Y podcast show. I know y'all kind of hear we vibing over here. we vibing, right. We vibing with Mr. Sibisisu, Mr. Ronnie, who has just recently migrated officially to the Motherland. So the Brotherman to the Motherland. And the song that you're hearing in the background is actually Mr. Ronnie being featured on a brand new song, a brand new genre from the South African region called I Am a Piano, right?
I'm a piano.
Yeah, I'm a piano.
I'm a piano.
The name of the song is called Motherland. It will be hitting all platforms within the next month. You do not want to miss this. You want to download it, you want to share it, you want to bump it, pull your drop top back, blast it from all the way from here to Africa. We want the world to hear this because this is phenomenal. I have loved this song, and yeah, so we're just vibing over here, you guys, and we're gonna talk to Mr. Sibisisu, Ronnie. We're going to talk to Mr. Ronnie about his migration, his journey, big spooter, about his journey of migrating from America to South Africa and becoming a part of the culture, a part of the city, a part of the life of South Africa. We're going to talk about the ups and the downs, the pros and the cons. But most importantly, we are going to utilize this conversation to empower others to go and visit the motherland, because there are so many negative biases that we have been taught in America, and we want to debunk all of the negativity, debunk all of the lies, and really empower our people to get back to what? The motherland, right, Mr.
Ronnie? Right.
That's right. So I'm gonna ask hubby to turn it down a little bit. DJ light skin. Come on.
Did you say DJ Lightfoot?
I said light skin. Light
you did.
What's up, Mr. Ronnie? Thank you again for allowing me to interview you on my podcast, and so that we can introduce you to my side of the world, and also the opportunity for you to just kind of share who you are, what you've done. So let's just go right on into the conversation. Can you introduce yourself to everybody?
Okay. What's up, everybody over there in the United States, Memphis 10? You know what I mean? All right, by my house. I'm Ronnie Dunn, aka Sibisisu, big spooter that I'm known for down here in South Africa. I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois. I'm not far from Memphis at all. I'm a father, I'm a brother, I'm a son. I mean, now I'm an artist. So yeah. Thank y'all for featuring that in the background. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. So tell us about what was, I know a little bit about your transition to South Africa, but what was that thing? What was that moment where you was like, I'm just kind of sick of America. I don't want to use the word sick of America, but you were looking for a different, place to go, a different atmosphere, different environment. What was that moment for you? What was that like?
I've been in the military, you know what I'm saying, for a while. Special police officer, I've been a dad forever, it seemed like, you know what I mean? And I've always been have to do what everybody else want me to do. Never do anything for myself, you know what I'm saying? And one day I just prayed to God, like, what's my purpose? You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their purpose. People, they good with their hands, electricians, plumbers. You know what I'm saying? I don't have those skills like that. And I was like, God, like, what's my purpose? I know I'm not meant to be a father like forever. Like, it's something else I got to be able to do. And then some stuff happened, and some money came, and I was like, forget it, man. I just left and went. And when I got there, man, it was a magical spiritual moment that resonated in me till I came back here. I couldn't let it go. The anxiety and the depression, what Tracy going through right now, I was going through suffering because once your ancestors in the motherland grab a hold of you, it's like you didn't think you knew you needed it, but once you got it, you knew this is what I needed for my soul. So I came back and I planted myself here.
Wow. So what was that? That's interesting because I know when Tracy came back, like for that first week, I was like, dude, you all right? Like he was just like, I mean, it was almost like he was just in the twilight zone. And then we went to the grocery store and it was like we were in the grocery store. He was like, I'm depressed. He was like, this makes no sense. Just what he experienced in South Africa, to coming back to America and seeing the disparities and seeing, the things that we have been clouded from seeing for so long. And it's like when you have that opportunity to be in a different atmosphere and experience a different life, and then you have to go back. It's like going back to the trash can, So yeah, so tell us about, I guess for me, I already told Tracy, if we visit, I ain't coming back. Just give me a one-way ticket. All right. I'm not coming back to America.
Right.
So as you're transitioning though, like what is life like for you now in South Africa?
Ah man, like to be honest, man, I'm living like a king over here. I'm not even gonna stunt, you know what I'm saying? I'm living the life that I supposed to been had. You know what I'm saying? Because I always put myself up there like I treat myself like I'm a king. You know what I mean? And when I got here, man, the love that I get from the natives, like it's invigorating. It make you feel something in your soul. Like as a black man, you're going from where you hate it to a place where you celebrate it. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And honored. So me walking down the street just as a regular black man, people waving at me, they curious about me, you know what I'm saying? They interested in me is just because I'm a black man. Not nothing else, and no negative notations around it, anything like that. And to be in that space where you honored and you love, you know what I'm saying, you appreciate it just for not for your talents, not for anything like that, just for you being you with your melanated skin. You know what I'm saying? And being part of the majority, not the minority, but the majority. We as Black Americans, we not used to that. So to go to a place where everything is black, the lawyers, the doctors, the police officers, everybody black that you encountering, and then they just sprinkled around like wheat is in the States. You know what I'm saying? It's overwhelming a little bit. It takes a lot to get used to, but
Yeah,
I love it.
that's just listening to you express that feeling. I don't think that the majority of, and I dare to even say 99% of just African Americans, we don't know what it feels like to be the majority. We don't know what it feels like to go to the Rolex store and see us behind the counter, or go to the Lamborghini shop and see us, behind the counter. We've never experienced that before. And me, Tracy said, don't say we.
Why Tracy ain't in the shop, man?
Sibisisu said, why you not in the shop?
I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna get in there.
He said he coming.
Hey, I interviewed you. Now it's your time. Y'all time to interview me.
Right, exactly.
Right.
But yeah, so when Tracy went, and it was, I think what he told me from a black man's perspective, because he was trying to figure out how to put it into words, like what was that word, and it was peace. He said it was a level of peace that he's never experienced in America. not being able to go to the store and, somebody side eyeing you, and anxiety is high when you see a police car behind you, or, you can't go somewhere because, someone is thinking that you're going to steal something. And he said when he went, and all he saw was a sea of melanation everywhere he went. And it was a level of peace that he felt. It was no anxiety, it was no depression, it was no, trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to make sure that you got enough to pay the bills and enough to buy food. And, so it was a different type of experience. I mean, how is that for you? Is it like a level of peace, a decrease in anxiety, all of that?
Yeah. The only word that I could come up with was euphoric. It was a
Mm.
euphoric. You know what I'm saying? When I grounded myself to the land, and that's on my YouTube page. I had, you know, recorded the moment where I grounded myself, took my shoes off, and I planted myself in the sand on the beach. You know what I'm saying? And then I grounded myself on the grass and stuff. And I felt like my ancestors just grabbed me. It was like, baby, you home, and it's okay. We got you. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like the peace that I have, like Tracy was saying, the peace is like none other. I've been to different countries and I never felt that this peace that, like I said, it's something that you didn't know you needed, but you needed it. Once you get it, like this is what's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And the anxiety, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? When I left Africa on the vacation, you know what I'm saying, I knew I had to come right back because the feeling that I was feeling was, man, the depression, that's real. The anxiety and the depression is real. But when I got back, like all of that just dissipated. You know what I'm saying? And this pure peace, bliss, so I love that. That's a feeling that I want all of us to be able to feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow. So what are some of the pros? Now I know what some of the pros and cons are. I think when Tracy and I was talking, one of the biggest benefits that he was talking about, and we probably won't dive too much into this, is the is the difference between the currency, and how people can utilize their currency here, to build a life for themselves there. So can you speak a little bit about that? Here
we gonna dive in that one.
We gonna
Yeah. The big dog.
What it do, big Spoda?
What up, bro? What up? Now we done reverse roles now.
Before we dive in, let's talk about that couch right there, my brother.
You said the couch?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, cost a little to nothing. Little to nothing. About $375.
So first of all, what is it? What is it?
All three.
Show it to us.
Hold on, let me go ahead and get jiggy with my
Look at that boy. Look at him. He big time over there. Ball.
Hold up. I don't. Oh, we on Zoom, so I can't. Oh, you know what? I gotta stand up, and it follow me. Is it following me?
Okay, cameraman. There you go. Leather, right?
Yeah.
nice.
How many you got?
Y'all can see it a little bit, man.
How many you got? Two guys?
Three of them.
Three.
Three of them. Yep, it's a 2-seater over there, 1-seater right here, and then this one,
Design, right?
another 2-seater.
All right, so leather couch here. I'm gonna give you a low end. Let's say Royal furniture, leather couch. What is going on here?
At least
3-piece.
And guess how much it cost though?
How much?
$375 our money.
For all of that,
All three.
bruh.
See what I'm saying?
Just throw me a plane ticket. Just
Yeah, bro.
I wasn't all right.
oh, I know. He still ain't all right.
All right.
Wow. It's yeah. Tracy was telling me just the full extent of the experience out there, and it's bigger than tourism. It's bigger than, a vacation. It's a life-changing experience, and I
Yeah.
think that specifically, and I told Tracy, because at first he was like, I'm not gonna go. I was like, no, you gotta go. Like, I don't care what we gotta do, what we gotta shift around, you gotta go and experience that level of peace, like we talked about, a euphorism. I mean, euphoric. Is it, what is the word? Euphorism? That ain't even the word.
You say,
That right there.
it makes sense.
Yep.
It's a new word.
It's a new word. Put it in your
going up.
dictionary.
Like Dr.
The
Assad.
word hadn't been invented yet. She just
I
invented
just
it.
invented it. But it was, it was a different feel. And so yeah, I'm gonna let you handle the rest of this. Hey, boo-boo. Go sit down. Go sit down.
Every time I get on camera, it never fails.
Hey, they want their mom and dad.
Yeah. So but yeah, so $375 for the whole set.
Yes.
Jesus, today, my Lord.
Yeah.
So
Right.
You ain't talking about where you living at.
that was gonna be my next question. Like, what is from,
Don't make me depressed.
he probably don't know.
He gonna be crying over there. He gonna be crying. I see your eyes getting watery, bro.
Right. So in regards to, like I was initially saying about the difference in the currency. And so for you, who has recently made South Africa your home, what does that look like in regards to the differences in the currency, the benefits of the difference in the currency?
Well, like you get a bang for your buck. I promise you that. Like when Tracy was down here, they had reached the maximum. Like what was it? Like almost 20, 19.5 or something like that.
Yeah.
To one.
Yeah.
Man, everybody was taking advantage of that opportunity right there, for real. But you come down here, and I don't like to glorify it. You know what I'm saying? Like we taking advantage of the money. You know what I mean? But it's like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you given the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna take, because some of the locals, they don't like that. You know what I mean? But we just living like they living, you know what I mean? So I mean, I took advantage of it, you know what I mean? And I be transferring my money when it's at its peak and when it's low, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you got to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, my whole life is different since I've been here, in a good way. You know what I mean? I'm privy to stuff that I've never had. I'm privy to stuff that I always dreamed of. And a black man I don't got no big time ball of money, you know what I'm saying? But the money that I do have, I'm able to live beyond my means that I lived when I was in the States.
That means he big time, folks. That's all that means. He big time. All that means. That's all this is. Hey man, quick question. You ever had a maid?
Man, see, Tracy, bro, you being messy, bro. This nigga
Never had
messy.
What are you? Never experienced that.
Man, hey, I try not to like put it out there for real, you know what I'm saying? Because people like to judge you, and that nigga living bougie, and all kinds of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like this nigga doing too much.
But you can.
But see, you can. You're not doing too much. You need some assistance. Like,
yeah,
you busy. You by yourself. Like, yeah, you need that.
Yeah, I'm a single man here by myself. You know what I'm saying? My house be getting messy and stuff. I be needing somebody to clean it up. I'm a disabled veteran. You know what I mean? I can't move up the step like I want to all the time.
But what you fail to realize, you are employing someone.
Yes. Yeah.
So you give someone a job that probably didn't have it.
Yeah.
So that's
right. That's right.
So
right.
you could get
And,
here.
and,
That's how you had to get back. You can employ people.
right,
It's a
right.
good
And
thing
I'm
your
used.
money.
I'm doing it. Go. What'd you say, Trace?
So it's a good thing your money is a lot greater there because now you can use that to employ people.
Right, right. And I'm not just being bougie. It's helping me out in my with my lifestyle. So I got a nutritionist as well that prepare my meals. You know what I'm saying? And Tracy, man, come on now, B.
Come on, nutritionist. He didn't say a chef. He said nutritionist. Nutritionist. I,
Yeah, that's my nutritionist, man.
Your friend got nutritionist.
listen. I'm trying to figure out how to spell the word nutritionist. Okay.
Crazy. But yeah, I got a
a
nutritionist.
nutritionist.
You can barely get delivered.
Say so.
We working on DoorDash.
Yeah, working on DoorDash. Oh, nutritionist.
Y'all stupid. So now I don't want to say. Now I don't want to say what else I got going now.
Keep going. Wait, a maid, a nutritionist. Keep going.
Okay, I got a gardener. Yeah, I got a gardener, and I got a personal trainer.
Is that a difference? A lawnman and a gardener?
A big difference.
That's a big difference, ain't
it? Yeah.
Okay.
And look, and I got a personal trainer too.
No what?
Yeah, man.
I'm going back to my little area.
What Pooh said? Pooh said, just take me to South
Africa. Stop, Tracy, man. Stop.
Hey, my little 6-year-old, my little 6-year-old, whenever something go wrong, she should say, let's just go to South Africa.
Yeah.
That's a smart one. That's a smart one. That's a smart one.
Absolutely. But I think that is so, I think that's fascinating because, you're able to experience a life free, free of anxiety, free of stress. Now, life happens, life is gonna life, but for the most part, you're able to experience a life that many people can't even imagine what that looks like. And I think that to me, and as I was telling Tracy, I think that's important specifically for Black women, but specifically for Black men, to be able to experience a life. Black men deserve to grow old. Black men deserve to drive and don't have to worry about somebody pulling them over if they're gonna get shot. Black men deserve to live a life of peace, and when Tracy was out there, I was ready for him to come home, but I sure wanted to tell him to stay a little longer. It's a lot, it's a lot that we deal with here in America. But let's just kind of deviate just a little bit and talk about your newfound career out there in South Africa. So tell us a little bit about your singing, Ronnie out there singing and stuff.
man, it's so. I used to sing when I was in the military. That was like, shoot. When I first got in, was like, I started doing music in Kansas, Fort Riley, Kansas. It was like 22 years ago. Now that has told my age. 22 years ago was the last time I was in the studio. And then I came here and I was doing karaoke at a couple of places. And if you know me, I'm scared of being in front of a lot of people singing, you know what I mean? But the vibe here, man, they just accept you regardless how you sound, like everything just make you feel confident. So I'm going to karaoke every Sunday and I'm singing, here and there, and their reception was so good. So I'm like, shoot, people, DJs and other people like producers, they're like, man, I want to work with you, da, da, da. And I'm like, man, should I go ahead and start to get some work out here? And I never go off of plans and my wants and needs. I go off of God's timing. You know what I'm saying? So when God positioned me to do something, I came here led by God. So when He say move, that's when I'm moving. So I didn't go off of nobody else's timing. You know what I'm saying? When God said, okay, work with these people, work with this, and that chemistry and that vibe, And that's what we did. We got in the studio after 22 years. I was rusty when I first got in there, and then it just clicked, and we made a hit. You know what I'm saying? Didn't know everybody that was in there too. It was just we had a vibe that was like, man, it's Africa. Africa. Nobody put no topic. We gonna sing about motherland. Nobody said that. Everything just flowed. You know what I mean? And we made that hit, and I put a little snippet out, and people, man, it just the reception is just crazy. It's just crazy. So now we done worked on three other hits since then. You know, so we trying to get an EP together. Everything just moving real fast. Like it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. And I'm like, man, I'm doing this at 42 years old. You know what I'm saying?
That's still young, right?
It's,
Right.
it's funny you said everything moving real fast, but does it feel like everything is rushed?
Nah, not at all. Man, I saw all this stuff a long time ago. God revealed this to me a long time ago. But to see it manifesting right in front of my eyes, man, it's something else, man. But the faith that I have in God, it's God, man. It's I my platform, when I get my platform, then people gonna really hear what I got to say and what I'm about. But my main foundation, regardless of what you hear me say or what you see me do, God is my lead, and I'm following Him blindly. You know.
So what is the reception of African Americans, of Black Americans out there in South Africa? Because I know for the longest, we've been taught, oh, Africans don't like us, they don't want
Right.
us over there. What is the reception of us like out there?
Complete opposite. Complete opposite. Like I said, the main thing that I love about South Africa is the people. The people are so genuine and pure. You know what I mean? Like when I say pure, I mean like not tainted by Western civilization and the demons and
Right.
sinfulness that we deal with in the United States. Because I'm gonna just say, United States, that's a new Babylon. You know what I'm saying? People may not like it when I say that because we done got some criticism about saying that me and Stacy. But if you read the Bible, you know about Revelations. United States is a new Babylon. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of evil there. It's a lot of evil there. And you feel it. And the stress, and you compressed all the time and angry all the time. So, and when you get here and transition into where life started, it ain't that. It ain't that. It's a spiritual movement when you come here. That's what I want people to realize first and foremost. You feel God when you come here. You feel it. Like you belong to everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a different vibe.
Wow.
Like Avatar.
I feel like I'm
Feel like
preaching
Avatar.
now.
The way of the water.
Not the new one.
Right,
The first one.
right.
Everything was connected.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
And
right.
it's interesting because I think a lot of Black Americans are feeling that pull, that pull back to Africa, back to the motherland where humanity started, and a lot of people are feeling like, oh, it's something there I'm missing, or I need to be there. I don't know what that is. But you were saying in the Bible, I know in the Bible it talks about that the people of God would what is the word? Will want to go back home. I mean, it's in the Bible. And so when you speak of that, is that something, because I know you say you're grounded in God, and God is that, is that source for you when it comes down to the decisions that you make. But you said something earlier, you said God had already revealed that to you, about the motherland. Can you speak a little bit more, expound on that a little bit more? Is that your drink sponsor?
I'm just saying.
Hey, you speaking it into existence, bro. You speaking it.
Saying.
I'll take that all day, every day. You hear me? All day. But no, like when I was a kid, you know how we all used to see those commercials and there's the starving little black baby boy with the little pot belly and the flies crawling on his eyeballs, and he don't even feel it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And everybody's starving. Everybody got AIDS. And your mama used to tell you, you better eat everything on that plate because there's kids in Africa that don't even get food. You know what I'm saying? And so when I start seeing that, like my heart always been with Africa. Like, man, them black people, I'm black. Like how I'm over here and they over there. You know what I'm saying? And the older you get, the more you learn. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, just God just was been dealing with me for a long time with that. And like when I pieced everything together, I knew that that's where I wanted to be. That's where I wanted my family to be. That's where I wanted all my people to be. You know what I'm saying? Back where we ain't, I don't know the word that I want to use, but we appreciate it here with our melanin. And this land was specifically made for black people. That sun, it hit different here. It hit so different here, way different than the United States.
Feel much better.
Huh?
Feels a lot better.
Yes, it feels better and it's different. Like it's empowering. You know what I mean? It's just something about this land that's special for this melanated skin.
Yeah.
You know, those who say that they was here first and they made this and made that, malarkey, bullshit.
Yeah.
And they ain't built for this side here. Nah.
Wow, that's awesome. Did you want to add anything, babe?
No, I'm just trying to find out who the drink sponsor is.
Hey, I'm hardly even gonna reveal it because if they don't give me no bread for this shit.
I know you don't take
you see I got that one backwards.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm learning the tricks of the trade, baby. I was built for this, man.
That's right. So how long have you been in South Africa? Like since you've actually made South Africa your home?
3 months. I've been here for 3 months now.
That's it?
That's it.
Whole nother land. Whole
Wow.
8,151 miles away from where I'm at. And 3 months. Yeah.
Wow.
We can't get situated moving to another city in 3 months.
No,
it's 300 miles away.
Right.
Right.
Oh man, that's
but it's all God. I'm not doing it on my own. When I came here, I came with a purpose of vision. What, Tracy?
You're not doing it on your own. I said, nah, you got a maid, a gardener, a nutritionist, a chef.
I knew you had something to say. Right.
First, right? Forgot about that one.
Drink sponsor.
Drink sponsor. Record deal.
They climbing.
What's next?
I love it.
Hey, look, while y'all talking, I know what's next. Y'all movie and y'all play.
But what's up with the movie you got to be in?
The reason I'm coming home next month.
Oh, y'all start shooting it next month?
Yep. August 5th, we start shooting. I gotta be there. I don't even want to leave, but man, I'm trying to be a star.
Yeah, it's that bad. I understand what you mean, bro. Like you don't want to leave. Like,
wow.
I don't. That's why I'm buying my ticket at the last minute. It's gonna be high as hell too. But I don't want to go, man. And the movie I'm about to be in is called Bria, and it's out of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So just a promotional outing right there.
Right. Go ahead and promote it. Yes, indeed.
What's the movie about?
About a lady that's she's a big time drug dealer, I guess, former drug dealer, and she have kids, and the kids grew up by themselves, and then she come back in the picture trying to make things right, you know what I mean? And they have this conflict and everything, and then your past catch up with you, You got to face that. You know what I'm saying? And I play the main character's security. I'm her bodyguard, and I'm also her advisor. So yeah, and then it is shot in Chicago.
Oh,
So I
nice.
got to go to Chicago and shoot for the month of August, and I'll
Oh,
be
so you'll
back
be in
here.
Chicago the entire month?
Well, I'll be in East St. Louis too, since it's only what 5 hours away, 4.5 hours away. I'll be going back and forth.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. So,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is the nightlife like?
Oh man, the turn up is real. It is so real. With I'm a piano being the new genre that's hot right now. You know what I'm saying? So they clubs got to match that.
Right.
So it's a vibe. It's a huge vibe, and to see them singing and dancing on TV from United States, and then actually being here and being involved in it, man, I be doing all they dances too. It's nice. It's nice. And then
Oh,
also to now be doing I'm a piano music. And what I'm doing is something that hasn't been done in SA before. I'm merging American R&B with deep house and I'm a piano and speaking vernac and doing different languages and stuff like that. Like it's different. So I want y'all to be ready for a addition to I'm a piano, not a subtraction, not a stall, but an addition to I'm a piano to help it grow some more. Because it's taking off.
now you said deep. What was that again?
Deep house.
What is that? Is that like what is that? It's like is that like house music here
So
in the
right,
US?
it started from our house music. When I tell you they take what we have and they study it, they master it, and they make it their own and throw like they know R&B songs down here that man I ain't even never heard of and they jam into it. Like they study R&B is heavy. They got like soul Sundays or something like that. Sundays it's all old school R&B, all
What
old school.
in South of our R&B?
Our
What?
R&B is heavy here in South Africa, and the
Wow.
house music too.
Wow.
R and rap. They know all our hey, like our culture, they done took it and ran with it.
Wow, that's crazy. I can't wait to go to South Africa. So let me ask this question because, a lot of people, in the States, specifically Black History Month, we adopt dashikis and, the African pattern attire and stuff like that. Is that something? Because Tracy told me something. Tracy said they don't dress like that in South Africa. So what is it? Is it how what is the culture like from a fashion standpoint?
Man, they wearing the clothes we wearing. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, they little here. They little. Like I
Really?
had a hard time finding this mug. You know what I'm saying? They small, you know what I mean? But I can't say well that for everybody, but majority of them they small. You know what I'm saying? But they wearing the same stuff we wearing. Puma is heavy here. Puma is really heavy here, you
Oh wow.
know. But they got everything that we got. And then that traditional wear, you got the suburban areas, the rural areas, the townships, in little certain spots you see them dressing like that. You know what I mean? But majority they dressing regular like us, jogging pants, t-shirts, whatever gear we got, they got.
That's so crazy. That's such a beautiful thing because to listen to you really describe South Africa and what we've been taught for so long. The all of the foolishness, and I hate to even say foolishness, but the lies that we've been taught, about our brothers and sisters on the continent of Africa. And, they've always tried to build this division and this wedge between,
Right.
and when I was talking to, when Tracy called me, he was in the car with the driver, you know, and the guy was like, yeah, we want y'all over here. We want you guys to come over here, you know. And I'm just like, well, shoot, what we waiting on? You know, why did it even take us this long to figure out and to find out that home, they want us back home, you know? And I thought that was crazy to me. Hey, you back?
I'm back.
Back to the sunken place.
Daddy duties.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what is this and this is something that, you know, Tracy and I talked about in regards to people that want to migrate back to South Africa. Can you tell us about that process? Like, what did your process look like?
First off, getting your passport. Getting a passport, it don't cost that much, you know what I'm saying? Like $130, I think it was. Maybe $130. Getting your stuff in order. Like I had sold a lot of my stuff, you know, sold my house. I had a well made up mind. Just make sure you visit here first before you come. You know what I mean? Because like everything ain't for everybody. South Africa might not be the place that you want. You probably want to be in Kenya or Ghana or something like that. Ivory Coast, you know what I'm saying? Like, just visit first.
Cape Town.
No, I don't want to speak about Cape Town. That's not one of my favorite places to go.
I'm trying to go to Durban.
Durban is what's popping. Durban is a vibe. Durban.
First, man. Just gotta go check. You gotta go visit it. That's all. Let's go check it out.
I will eventually. That's not like up there in one of the places I want to go.
It's something to see. You know what I mean? Give us the feedback who can't get there. You know, you right there. So, you know, at least we can see it through your eyes.
One day I will. Maybe when they say I gotta do a show up in Cape Town, then I'm gonna chase that bag up there.
What's gonna happen when all your fans are in Cape Town?
I mean, people change.
Delete all my previous YouTube videos.
Right. People change. But yeah.
So what is the dating scene like in South Africa?
I don't even know, man. I'm not dating nobody, man. I'm keeping my goodies to myself.
And we gonna keep moving.
Right, next subject.
In other words, people, the dating scene is amazing. All right, so we're gonna keep it moving.
Right.
Hey. Yeah. So load shit.
But the nightlife is fun, though. Nightlife is fun.
Nightlife is fun.
Yeah.
That's good. So tell us about load shit.
Oh man. Now you want to talk about depressing shit.
Load shedding, I'm coming back to America.
I'll take load shedding, Alex. Yeah, I'll take load shedding all day over America. But that load shedding a beast though, man. It's something, man. It's something to get used to. It's inhumane.
We could load shedding here. We had this storm. We had a whole week of load shedding. No power.
Man, that's inhumane, man.
Yeah.
This shit is inhumane. You have to go, not only is you dealing with not having electricity, but you have to deal with, if you got electric heaters, those go off. If you don't got no fireplace, you're gonna be cold. And they doing this shit in the winter, in the dead of winter, for hours and hours, sometimes 4 hours. And when they got shit messed up, like one time, I went from 4:30 p.m. to 9:30 a.m. without power. My food spoiled.
Cut them off.
Okay, there you go.
You talking about lotion? You gonna cut you
You
off?
see everybody. No, nobody called me this whole time. You want to do an interview? Everybody want to blow my phone. Yeah. But yeah, that was a long time. You know what I'm saying? And then they do 2 hours here, 2 hours here, 4 hours here, 4 hours without power. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, it got better though for 1 minute.
When Stacy had left,
Yeah, he brought it back, huh?
when he came back, that shit hit full force.
Dang,
I got you, Stacy.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna hot your ass wherever I'm at.
Brought all the low shit back.
Brought it all back
Wow.
from the sunken place. Keep that shit over there.
Right. So for the people that don't know what load shedding is, can you explain, what's the purpose? I think most people just don't understand, like, what's the purpose of it? Is it for a preservation of energy? Or is it just?
I want to bring my native. I think I want to bring my native South African, my producer, my little bro. I want to bring him in. He'll explain it more because he live here.
Oh, cool. Come on in. Hey.
What's going on?
What's up? What's up?
Producer.
Well, I should explain load shedding.
Yeah.
Basically, load shedding is because I think the government is owing. So ESCOM is where we get our power from. So they kind of running short on resources. So they're trying to, save power in a way. So we have like load shedding hours on end because they owe, I don't know which company money, but that's why we have load shedding.
Oh.
Somebody took some money.
Yep.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah, somebody took some money. That's what it sounds like.
Wow.
That's what it's corruption.
Corruption.
Oh.
At its finest. And the people gotta suffer. Yeah.
Wow.
That's usually how it works. Well,
Typical government.
Right.
they do it here, we
Right.
pay more taxes.
Right. Pretty much.
Yep.
Right.
Wow. So now, now as far as the crime, because a lot of people, I was talking to a family member about, us considering moving to South Africa, and the family member pretty much said, oh, the crime is bad. The crime is bad. And I'm sitting here like, it's not worse than America. But tell us about like what the crime is like out there, if there is any.
Yeah, let's hear from the producer, the native who've been there. So I'd like to hear your side of it because we know what our side is like. So let's compare so we can get a true representation of what crime is like.
There's crime like in any other place, but it's not as crazy as they hyper extend it to be. It's if you're wearing flashy things and you outside and at midnight on your own, you might get robbed. You know what I mean? But it's not something that like it's happening everywhere, every day. People are very just humble here. They go about their business. So it's not as crazy as people make it seem to be.
Yeah. Because the biggest thing I heard about when I was there was cell phone theft. That was the main thing. I heard cell phone theft. Everybody like
Tracy, is you talking about me again, bro? Hey, that nigga thought,
that's the biggest thing I heard was cell phone. Don't put your phone out. It's cell phone theft. Like that ain't a crime here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
your phone. Like, I wish you would call the police report you got a phone stolen.
Ain't nobody coming. Nobody is coming.
When my phone got stolen, we went like 7-8 cops deep down to CBD looking for my phone.
Yeah, I went actually looking for a phone. Bro. You can't do that here.
Yes.
Wow.
You know you can't do that here.
Hey, but it's different here. It's different. It's different.
It's totally different.
I'm just adapting to the land.
Yeah.
So baby, they telling you crime there.
It's nothing compared
on crime here.
Yeah,
It don't even come close.
No.
Tell it right now.
Not at all. Not at all. So yeah. So okay, cool. So now that we've gotten all of that out the way and everything, so tell us a little bit more about your music, Ronnie. When can we expect it to release? How soon can we buy it? When can we start bumping it in our vehicles? Because I already got a sneak peek and I love it. I love everything about the song. So tell us, where can we find it?
And to let you guys know, you guys were the first to get that copy. The first. Since y'all done blessed me in so many areas, to let y'all know. So now we're gonna put them on blast now. You know what I'm saying? My first offer to do a movie was with these guys right here. They offered me the movie Toxic, to have a little character in Toxic, you know what I mean? And then they want me to be in a Christmas play. She's a brilliant writer, director, like whatever you want to, she do everything. And bro, he do everything too. Videography, like writing, they do everything. They the power couple of Memphis. They probably sit in the mansion right now, but I ain't gonna say nothing about that.
I just left from. Well, let's see. I try to keep that one. I ain't go there with you. You see what I'm saying? I ain't even go there.
Right.
I just left that one off, but you went there. You know what I'm saying? You went there, not me. You went there.
Yeah.
What I saw when I was there, bro, I can't even look at houses.
Glen Vista, especially.
I don't even look at houses here.
No, and Tracy sent me the picture of when he went to look at the house that's on the reservation. I think that's what it is. And the doggone giraffe was in the backyard. I was through. Like, we are still talking about, we fight over pit bulls and these folks got giraffes in their backyard. Like, you can't, literally.
Pet giraffe.
Literally, for real.
Like, you can't make this stuff up, you know. But yeah, come on, tell us more about the music. Tell us about, you know, what the song about.
This my little producer right here. This the one that know everything. This who y'all need to figure it out. He put him on blast, man.
So, Mr. Producer.
Oh, you didn't say your name either.
Oh, Jared Mash. The name is Jared Mash.
Jared Mash.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
first song. Yes, correct. So the first song we did, we had went to a studio which is in the CBD where all the youngsters hang out. And we were actually in studio with the character who plays as Shaga in the TV series about Shaga Zulu. So we were in his studio and we made the first song. Then the second two songs we recorded them in the township in Soweto.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, we're working on those two, but roughly time frame of like a month is good enough for music to start coming out, music videos. Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be, I can't wait. When I tell you, Tracy, I came back to the house and I heard it in the garage when I was coming up, and I was like, I'm working. Like, yeah, I didn't even realize that was your song, Ronnie. Amazing. When I tell you that's about like yeah. Are you planning on releasing it in America? Release it, but are you going to release it in America as well? I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, it'll reach there eventually, but I'm focusing everything on South Africa right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a pianoist here right now. It's just starting to reach in America. You know what I mean? So whenever my time comes to where I have to go to America, you know, I'm gonna promote it with my people, with my social media, and you know, with releasing a song, it has a mind of its own where it go. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just do what I can here, and wherever it go, that's where it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But me being American, South Africa and America is the two main places. But here first, because this is where I live. This is my home.
Yeah, I love it.
Don't it feel good to say that?
Man, do you hear me? I wish it was like 22 years ago, but it is what it is.
Real
I'm here
talk.
now.
Yeah. So what could you tell someone, for those that are listening that, are considering maybe or unsure, about migrating to the motherland? What would be that one thing that you would tell them?
And if it's in your heart, you've always felt that something inside of you about Africa, you know what I mean? Follow that, pursue it. You can't go wrong because shit, there anywhere is better than United States right now. All the stuff that y'all dealing with over there, man, they trying to kill y'all. They trying to kill y'all. They trying to kill y'all. You know what I'm saying? And people don't want to be realistic, but now it's time to wake up and look at stuff for what it is.
Yeah.
We public enemy number one, and I'm not speaking to everybody. I'm speaking to my black people that's melanated like me. We public enemy number one, and everything is made for us to fail. You know what I'm saying? They want to get us out of the population so bad. They hate us because they ain't us because we the greatest. You know, come to a place where you celebrate it. Come to where you're supposed to be. Come to where life is easier. You know what I mean? And you don't have the pressures of the world, that stress, waking up, have to work for and don't even get to enjoy the fruits of your labors. You know what I'm saying? Come go to a safari where you can see all these lions and tigers. No, not tigers, lions and hyenas, the big five. You can see that with your own eyes. See these people, see the culture that we lost when we came here. You know what I'm saying? Just if you thinking about doing it, follow your heart and go to God. Go to God. Go to God. Ask God for discernment and ask him where he need to lead you, and God will give you your answers. But this place is a spiritual place. It's magical and it's for us and we belong here. Period.
Wow. So I want to talk. You mentioned earlier about when you planted your feet in the sand out there on the beach, and you felt like the ancestors welcomed you home. And you've been one of the themes that you've been speaking of is just spirituality and really understanding that the move to South Africa was more than just it was more than just a move. It was a spiritual unction. It was God driven, God given. So tell us about that moment when you planted yourself in the sands of South Africa.
Well, I was in Durban when I did that, and my YouTubers, shout out to my subscribers, my family, they were telling me like Spool, you need to grind yourself to the land, and I'm like, what is that? You know what I mean? I didn't know what that meant, and they explained it to me, and so I'm like, man, I need to film all of this. I need to film all this moment and catch it so I can share it with people so they can see like in real time, like how I'm feeling, the emotions that I'm going through. And I don't like having my socks off and bare feet. I don't like that at all. So me taking my socks off and putting it on the ground in the sand, you know what I mean? It was I don't like that. But I did it and I waited and then this is the Indian Ocean, the warmest ocean in the world in Durban. And I'm sitting there on the banks with my bare feet and I'm thinking about like what somebody had told me. It was this African guy. He was collecting sand and water
in a bottle.
in a bottle. Everybody was out there doing it. I'm like, what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? And they was like, oh, we taking this back home and we do this, this is explain what that is, because I don't want to mess it up. He's from Durban.
Oh,
So basically like a 2 liter bottle of Coke. They empty it out and then they use it. They get sand first, so the sand is at the bottom. Then they fill it up with like seawater. So if you're feeling a little bit sick or you want to put it in your bath water, it really helps with like cleansing. Especially if you're feeling a little like drained, it does give you, a little bit of energy in a way.
Yeah. And so everybody was there collected, and I'm just looking as like a foreigner, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell they doing? You know what I'm saying? And I asked, and he told me, and he told me also something. He said, he was telling me, you home. He said, your ancestors, some of them were taken over there and they refused to leave and they jumped off and they killed themselves, you know what I'm saying? And they're in there, your ancestors is in that water and they waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? So that like hit me in a profound way, like, man, like 400 plus years ago, like it all started with our ancestors. And I'm out of all my family members that I know, and the next family over, and the next family over next door, I'm the first one to plant myself back in Africa.
Wow.
So this I'm thinking about my kids' legacy. You know what I'm saying? What I leave behind, like all that. When I watched that water come and it touched my feet, man, like the feeling was like overwhelming, man. I I don't know, like I can't explain what it was just an overwhelming feeling. Like I said, it felt like my ancestors grabbed me and was like, baby, you okay? We got you. You home. And ever since then, my life has changed and it's been going in the direction. And I'm sharing it with my YouTube family. You know what I'm saying? They seen my transition from the beginning to now. Like I'm actually about to release a single, an EP. You know what I'm saying? I got celebrities chasing me and calling me, and I got made, and you know what I'm saying? My life done did a whole 360. So you can't tell me what God can't do, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing.
And my book.
You say
I
you
got
write
a book coming out too. Yeah.
Come on, tell us about the book. Like you just holding out, Ronnie. Go.
I told Tracy about all this, man. But yeah, I got a book coming out. It's a biography about me and the 360 with coming back to Africa.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it all tie into what I went through in my early childhood, what I went through, it's a lot of stuff to be where I'm at now. So it's a success story, you know, to empower other Black men that it's okay to cry, it's okay to go through things. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the pressures of the world don't gotta break us down. We can fight through that and make it and be a success story and then pass it on to young men like this. We the OGs, they the youngins. It don't have to be that gap, bridging the gap between them, bridging the gap between African Americans and Africa, you know, not having no middleman no more, all that. All that. You know, like I said, it's about legacy for me, leaving something behind for my kids, my loved ones, and my melanated people, leaving your mark on the world.
Wow.
So I'm gonna ask you this question. I know people here want to know. Man, tell us about the lifestyle. You know,
man,
come out the shell for a minute.
the food, man, the food is so different. Like my body kind of went into shock when I started getting all this healthy, pure GMO, minus GMOs and steroids. You know what I'm saying? Like it had me going to the bathroom like a lot. So I'm gonna just share that with y'all. When y'all get here, hey,
Regular.
this food gonna push all that nasty shit out your body, man.
Right.
Wow.
Definitely is. And the club scene, I mean, that's what I know the best because I stay in somebody club, pub. I stay out and about, you know what I'm saying? Because I love I'm a piano. So wherever they playing I'm a piano, I'm there listening to it. And house music, Afro tech, you know what I'm saying? I, I don't want to touch on this too much, but the females here are beautiful. The Nash. I had to be real. I come up on my shell for a second. I just be looking though. I just be looking though. I just look. So yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then the cars here, man. Hey, what kind of cars we were seeing, Tracy, man? Let's see. $2-3 million home here costs you maybe about 250 grand, 100 to 250 grand. You know what I'm saying? Give or take. Hey, like when you compare your 250 grand in the States, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You getting way more for your money.
Yeah.
Way more.
The regular house in the States now, here just a basic house gonna cost you at least 200 grand.
Yep.
Basic house, 200 grand.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's basic. That's 3 bedrooms, 1 or 2 bathrooms.
Yep.
Maybe about 1,400 square feet, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all you get.
I wish I could give y'all a little small tour this month, you know what I'm saying, to let y'all see some comparisons. But if y'all go on my YouTube, you know what I'm saying, I did a house tour of when I first moved in, and you can see, you know what I mean, like the houses are built proper. Only thing I don't like is the concrete. They build it with concrete. And the floors and the walls, man, they be getting cold as shit. It get cold.
But the thing about it too, though, it keep the heat out.
Yeah, that's in the summertime. That's in the summertime. That's then. Right now, it's freezing like a motherfucker.
That's right. It's winter time out there.
Look, you just gotta upgrade that generator.
I got an inverter now, but still.
Did you update them batteries now?
Yeah, I got a whole nother system. I got an inverter now. You know what I'm saying? I got a lithium battery now.
How's it working now?
Oh, it worked good. It's just that I don't think, well, maybe the generators. When I run my heater, it take everything. When I run my toaster, it take everything. Microwave, everything. You know what I'm saying? It'll click back on, but you got to turn that mug off. It's just too much juice. But other than that, man, it run all my lights, internet, TVs, everything else, but them powerful things.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's probably not a big enough system. That's why.
Yeah,
I know when some house I went in, I saw their systems. They run the whole house.
Yeah, I ain't trying to spend that. These joints cost a lot. I'm not. Maybe when I when my single get the
take off
Nigeria and Ghana and you know what I mean, then I buy me something big. You know?
Right.
Until then, my ass gotta be humble.
It's humble, so got a nutritionist. So
get a bio.
Here y'all go.
He do look like Gerald Levert too.
Gonna get a buyout fit. What? You gonna do a buyout film? Gerald Levert. They gonna hit you up.
Man, hey, please hit me up. I'll do that. That's my dad anyway.
Oh, that's what's up. Wait, in real life?
Yeah, my mom was a groupie, man, and she you know how I go, you know. Nah, I'm just fucking with y'all now.
I ain't gonna lie, you said people will believe it too.
Hey, I done fooled people like that for real. I have.
Wow.
But I can't keep doing that, because if I become big and people like, oh, ain't you Gerald? Nah, I ain't never said nothing like that. But they ain't suing me, shit.
Right.
I do got a question. So tell me, you got the Yanu beard oil. So what you think about it?
Man, so bro, on this side, I had the other day, well, I didn't do it. Somebody had cut too much of my beard off. And so the day you had got it was the following day that happened. And I started putting it on in the mornings, you know what I'm saying, maybe 3 drops across here. And now you see my stuff done start filling in. You know what I'm saying? So that stuff, it worked fast.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
And the smell is like I don't know, it's like it's a different smell, like a natural smell.
Oh, natural.
What is that?
Oh,
what is that?
Yeah, it's
it ain't a chemical in it.
Yeah. It's rose, hibiscus, and lavender.
Yeah, it's a peculiar smell. It really it get out there and it
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah.
At least you ain't stinking.
Right. You ain't gonna stink.
You ain't gonna stink.
Nah.
That's what's up. Well, Sibisisu, thank you so much for just allowing me to invite you to our conversations on today and for taking time out because I know you guys are 7 hours ahead of us. So it's almost night, and actually it is nighttime out there now. So
11.
yeah, it's almost bedtime. So thank you. So one last thing, if you want to leave with our audience members about your migration and any words of encouragement to them as they contemplate on their migration
or their visit.
Yeah.
Yes. I appreciate you guys having me. I appreciate since we met back when I visited with Real South Africa and Tracy found me, and man, since then we've been hitting. I think I'm glad that he came and let me interview him. You know what I'm saying? People still talking about that interview, you know, saying you how knowledgeable you is. They always light-skinned niggas be knowledgeable than them up.
Educated.
But yeah, I appreciate the future opportunities that you guys are giving me, the platform. Like this is my first, you know, we got the MP3 today, you know what I'm saying? And this is my first official interview since I released any movies. I mean, damn movies. I mean,
That's
music. That too. Yeah. But if you want to come to Africa, man, like do your soul a favor, not yourself. Do your soul a favor because it's healing. And if you're a black woman, or especially a black man, like you, they treat you like a king here. They even call you king. You know what I'm saying? And that's a common thing. It's common, and it ain't no they trying to be bigger than you. They or you bigger than them. They just making you feel like you home, and they do a good job at it, man. And just come and feel like the feeling of being the majority.
Yeah.
Being everywhere you go, everywhere you walk, is black people. You know what I'm saying? That's empowering, man, to walk around and feel like, hey, man, when you have an encounter with the police gonna ask for some cold drink money. He ain't gonna bust you upside your head. You know what I'm saying?
True.
It's differences here, man. And the propaganda will, like, delete everything out of your head about Africa that you got. Delete all that. I'm not trying to cuss, but delete all of it. Follow me on YouTube. Stacy, you're changing the narrative. Dr. Assad, you know, the real South Africa, you know what I'm saying? Doc and Nikki, you know, follow some of these people that's out here in Africa and they telling you exactly how it is. Don't listen to the media because, you know, the people that run the media are the same people that's driving it in our heads forever that we have to be divided from our brothers and sisters. Them days is long gone. You know what I mean? Come to Africa, be amongst your people, be amongst the majority, and let your ancestors take care of you.
Yeah.
Follow God, get along with God, and ask God for discernment, and He'll lead you where you need to be.
Amen.
I'm gonna give people the real deal, man. I'm gonna share. I'm gonna put it out there. The truth is, I understand why the propaganda is what it is. I'm gonna tell you because think about this for a minute. Let's say, for instance, if using was it St. Louis, right?
East St. Louis, but St. Louis is good enough.
So imagine where you live. If you had about, 50 acres of land back behind you, right? And the owner that's actually interested in selling the land, right? But the owner don't know it's oil under that land. Would you tell the owner? Would you tell your family? Would you tell your friends? Would you tell other people if you know it's oil on that land? No. So that's what I saw when I got there. I understand why the propaganda they've been doing. I get it. It makes sense. It's so many resources that do. The value of it, and if everybody was to see that, no. So you want to keep that to yourself. So you gotta put propaganda to scare people from coming. I get it. That's what made me come, because I saw who was coming and I understand the game behind how it works. You tell people what they say, don't do as people say, do as what they do. So pay attention to people that's going and ask yourself why. Why? Because when developments happen, I was there, I'm seeing stuff being built, dude. I give you an example. Look at Dubai. Everybody can go to Dubai now. But in the beginning, it wasn't nobody really talking about Dubai.
Right.
So Africa's gonna be that place that in about the next 10 years, you're gonna everybody want to go. Everybody. Because that's how they just released something. Cape Town, and here's how it started. Cape Town voted best city in the world. That's the first phase, how it starts. Because now once you start getting the land, you start getting all your money in place, your resources, your businesses, you need people to come and start to profit from that. Right now, you lay infrastructure down. So they've been laying infrastructure for a long time. It's just that we don't understand it. Yeah. So we thinking, oh man, it's bad, it's bad. That's called opportunity. You see what I mean? And so that's what's going on, because big companies, they know. I heard this probably and I heard this from a major company, Ford Motor Company. Yeah. And they said that Africa gonna be the premier destination in the next 50 years. It's gonna be that country. Just from corporations. So
I already know.
So why do you want the little man to get in before the big man get in? Don't work that way. Big man got to come first. Right. And that's where you get the problem. Right. So, because if you black and you go there, you ain't gonna want to come back. I can tell you that now. Because that was the first, I had never been out of the country. I've been to Cali, Chicago, Miami, you know what I mean? All different places, Texas, like all the top places that you would go here. And there's nowhere I went to say, oh man, I'm ready to move. I'm ready to pick up and leave. I went there, and in 2 weeks, I'm like, man, I'll pick up and leave everything. It's 8,000 miles away. Who do that? And I tell people, unless you've been there, you ain't got no clue. Yeah. You ain't got no clue. Because you ain't gonna see this on TV. What's really going on? All the malls we went into, come on, dude.
Right.
The look, the quality, the bill, how clean stuff is. Man, we've been showing images of poor, run down, dirty. Come on, man. You know what we saw. I didn't see a roach while I was there. I didn't see roaches while I was there. Have you seen them? I didn't see none. Rags, I didn't see none of that. But that's what we was told. Right. And that's the image that we're shown. So when you show an image of Africa in a impoverished country that's probably not South Africa, probably not this, then people take that, it's subliminal. So you don't really want to go to that country to visit. You rather go to Dubai. You rather go to Jamaica. You know what I mean? You want to go where people show you the tourist areas. Mm-hmm. Because if you take them and see, people start seeing the opportunities. The same artists that we grew up listening to that come here that couldn't sell out a 20,000 seat arena. I'll give you an example. And I've asked you, I said, Rick Ross has family here in Memphis. I said, if Rick Ross came to the FedEx Forum by himself, his seat 20,000, could he sell it out? Yeah. The average person would tell you no. Rick Ross went to Durban, sold out 103,000. Who else? Music Soul Child over there performing. boys to men, Deborah Cox, Tymika, they can't sell here. So it's quiet as kept. The ones in the know who know, yeah, they know. But because it's, again, people who go, they see the land in your backyard and know it's oil. So do you tell everybody? Probably not.
Not at all. So yeah.
So opportunity.
Opportunity.
Yeah, I got it over there. Yep.
And we coming. So
We waiting on y'all.
yeah, we will be there. We will be there. But thank you again, Ronnie, so much for again, like I said, just allowing me to interview you, for giving you a platform to be able to really share with people the truth about South Africa, the Great Migration, you know, Black people finding their way back home. And so I appreciate you for sharing your story with us on today. Mr. Give me your name,
Gerard Mash.
Gerard Mash. Thank you so much, Mr. Gerard Mash, as well. I can't wait for this song to come out. I cannot wait so I can download it, even though I'm gonna get an exclusive. I don't care what y'all do, whether y'all release it in America or not. I'm gonna be playing it, okay? So
You already know.
The master version of it. So because it sounds really
Right.
good. It's amazing. Great job.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you for so much.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all allowing me on y'all platform, for real. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And I'm always be forever grateful.
Absolutely. And we'll definitely be praying with you as you travel back to America and working on your projects that you have going on, and, you know, that you have safe travels here, safe travels back. You know, of course, we'll be in contact with the projects that we've talked about, you know, for Brotherman Media Group. So again, thank you so very much. Thank you. All right, guys, this is your girl, Tymika with the Y. Have a phenomenal interview with Mr. Sibisisu, the big great. Don't forget to go and follow him on YouTube. Make sure you're following his page right here on Facebook as well as Instagram. That's his, isn't that? Wait, what's your YouTube? I said the grade 8.
Red's grade 8.
The red grade 8, the number 8. So you guys go and subscribe to his channel, the big red.
Nope.
Oh Lord.
No.
The red grade 8.
Reds.
With an S.
Great.
Like 8. Oh my God, I know, right?
Yeah, Red's grade 8. Red's grade 8.
I did do that. So yeah, so y'all go make sure y'all subscribe to his channel on YouTube. Make sure you follow him on all social media platforms. I'll have his once we release the video on our YouTube channel, I'll have all his links so you guys will be able to go and keep up with Mr. Sibisisu as he conquers the motherland. So
yeah, boy.
Brotherman to the motherland.
Brotherman to the motherland. Thank you guys so very much. Have a beautiful afternoon. Again, guys, it's your girl Tymika with the Y. As always, smooches and deuces. God bless everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much, Mr. Sibisisu.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.